Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So how was Charybdis? Did it live up to your expectations?
Maybe we don't know yet. He said, "Oh no" at the very end there.
Oh,
I was way more hype about Charybdis beforehand, but that's also because of some other thing that
right.
happened.
Well, it's definitely not quite like Scylla. I feel like Scylla was very interesting for a number of reasons. Um, Partly because it was female in a way, it was a monster, and Circe and the sirens had come before it.
Yeah, if
And I
he
feel
had
like the
saved the
story was
sirens,
definitely making a pattern with like feminine dangers,
could have taken the
but then
sirens in
also
trade.
like Mother Nature as a beast or as a monster is a very common theme, and Scylla was specifically like drawing parallels between herself and the monster that's within Odysseus.
Yeah,
And so there was very strong theming going on there
that's a
with some
beautiful song, by the way.
yeah. So Scylla's song is really great. Charybdis, he didn't even speak, and he was more just an obstacle Odysseus had to get back.
Yeah.
Um, it's a cool song, just doesn't quite equal Scylla.
No, it does not pair with the other Beast song. That was they're
No.
supposed to be pairing songs. Like, what
Well,
what is supposed to be the symbolism for Odysseus sailing through Charybdis?
I don't think there is any specific symbolism, and to a certain degree, I don't know if the symbolism of Scylla was intentional. I feel like it might have been an unconscious creation of the guy that makes this George.
Okay.
Um, Charybdis just kind of serves as an obstacle here. It makes me think of more some of the more Cersei songs. If you think of the Cersei songs, Puppeteer, they get on the island, they just the most things happen in Puppeteer where they make it to the island. Odysseus tells Eurylochus go searching,
Yeah.
um, so on and so forth. Then wouldn't you like Hermes just shows up, gives him the moly, and most of the song is just Hermes being like, "Wouldn't this be cool?" Then he goes to confront Cersei, and most of that song is "We're fighting," and then it goes to the last song where Cersei attempts to seduce him,
Yeah.
and more things happen again. Not a lot happens in the Cersei songs, but they're still fun to listen to.
Yeah.
And Charybdis is kind of like that, where it's not super story heavy, but it is a good song.
Well, the only thing I could think of that could possibly foretell that I'm picking up on is they said something about him being out of breath, right? Like, and
Right.
then now
Because
he might be out
Charybdis
of
had to do
steam
that thing where he like breathes in.
to create the whirlpool, but he has to let go, otherwise he'll drown, kind of thing as well. Like,
Right, exactly.
so like there's the same concept. Like he's almost out of breath, fucking almost out of steam because you can see the shore,
Right,
But you know,
right. Yeah. Um, it's also just kind of part of Rising Tensions. So one thing I pointed out that the Wisdom arc failed to do was that its climactic song was not a culmination of what came before.
yeah,
And this is what's part of the Rising Tensions, is he gets off the island. Hermes tells him what he needs to do, and it's very dire. And he runs into an obstacle, and he has to overcome it, and it's very tense. And so, even though not a lot happens in this song, it's still an important song because it helps build tension for the next song.
yeah. It's like an in between song. It's like
Yeah.
the one where they like
Yeah.
reveal Polymetheus.
Right.
Like that song isn't very like tense. Like, oh, look at all these sheep, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" And you're like, "That's the end of the song." And then like the next song is like,
Yeah.
it's intense. The next song. So like, hopefully that was a
Yeah.
good build up for the next song. I'm excited
Yeah.
to see.
It's a good example of how to not be like the Wisdom arc and
Oh,
actually make your songs work with each other.
we'll see if it holds up.
Last song, Telemachus song?
No, 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 no. Not doing that again, guys. But next song.